Oh, we are back here at the Hilbert Studios. I heard we might have been hacked. Listen, when you got an international competition going on like the Olympics, you can never rule anything out. Again, we're buzzing left and right here. Love that you're sticking with us here. Trainwreck Today, episode 71. We're locked in. Slick Al, we were just talking about, we're kicking off the nonsense at the Olympics. It's drama, it's craziness, it's victory. It's all happening with these poochies. We had a poochie take to the Olympic course, would you call it, during this event?
Yeah, the cross-country slope. I don't know if you call it course. The pooch runs in what you thought was a wolf. Nice silver-coated husky. Takes the bronze. Follows up the first two winners. I just saw this morning, so this is awesome. I think the pooch deserves an honorary medal.
Now checking in, Don, we were able to thwart this hack. Seems like it's smooth sailing now for our friends, just like this dog was smooth sailing right onto the Olympic course.
Yeah, everything's going smooth. Audio is much better. I'm texting the would-be hacker from a number that
let him know.
Kind of like that one movie, like "We Will Find You."
Yes, like
we will find you.
Text them
we
from
will
the crash
get you.
line.
Give me back my daughter.
Don has such a particular set of skills that we can't even begin to describe.
That's why I dressed like this today. I'm ready. I said I'm ready to John Wick somebody.
I'm not gonna lie. The audio actually saved me from a botch because we were talking about the 3v3 speed skating event, and I originally said, so now I'm unbotched. So we get the video from McAfee here. What was going on? Break this down for me, because obviously it looked like kind of like I hate to say this, a human centipede.
Oh no,
relay
yeah,
race?
absolutely. I didn't know this takes place head to ass. 3-on-3 speed skating.
That's typically how most Trainwreck plans come to fruition.
Seriously, they're both on the same ice at the same time as well, starting on opposite ends. McAfee obviously tunes in, does his own little commentary for a video and posts it. And needless to say, I saw you put this, I think, in the rundown, that might have been a little under the influence of some vitamins.
That had to be you, because you know how to spot an edible.
I watched this, and I mean, it's not copyrighted. I think we could throw it up because it's just from his personal phone. It wasn't part of it.
If it didn't get copyrighted on his, we could definitely throw it up.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's let the people be the judge for showing us.
Because the audio is the key.
And listen, we're not. I think it's funny, like when you're like this. So there's no judgment at all. But I've been here before, taking videos of myself, watched them the next day, and didn't post, and was like, whoa. But this guy's been dipping into the ganja. It sounds like
this might be the greatest team of all time. We might be witnessing history. Do we know these gentlemen's name?
No.
All we know is who they are skating for. And that's the United States of America, as we continue to have the lead over the Italians who are hosting the Winter Olympics. I would say their uniforms seemingly more conducive to look like they are more coordinated than ours. A lot of lines on ours, so any falter is obviously exaggerated a little bit. Good.
These bodysuits are crazy. Some of the outfits at the Winter Olympics.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Engineered rollerblader precision. See, that's the best part of this video to me, is the wife laughing, like, also on the vitamins with him. That's true love.
The United States still in the lead. Feels like this is a gold medal coming home to the US of A. As these three lads who were raised on our land and skated on our ponds. Whoa, Italy is taking the lead. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know you could change it up like that. Italy was never going to go down without a fight, were they? Oh, no. Largest deficit of the race thus far has come from us. Nose to tail perfection. So, dig ya, he says. Dig ya.
What are you calling it?
Nose to tail.
A little bit more.
Nose to tail. That's what it's called.
Faster way.
I actually like head to ass better.
Deep, and the boys are done. The boys are done. It's over.
It's over.
The Italians have taken home another gold medal, folks, and it's in the nose to tail males race.
Nose to tail men's race.
Yeah, there has to be over
I
under
have
100
no
milligrams.
idea. Oh, fuck.
No.
Are they going to lap us? Are they going to lap us? Don't let them lap us. That cannot happen. No more nose to tail. We'll take this thing together, boys. Italy wins the gold medal, and the United States of America follows suit. Silver, still an incredible performance. Don't Steph Curry us. Steph Curry's an American.
Oh no!
Well, you missed the Italian guy.
All right. Let's figure out how we win the gold here.
There we go. So yeah, I don't know. As you can hear from the way some of those words are being spit out, not the sharpest, but hey, I mean, late at night, like
perfect. Listen, after
way to wind down
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, perfect time to
consume. My friend coined a new term for doing stuff like that, getting zooted and watching the Olympics with your loved ones and or your boys or friends. It's called limping.
Limping.
Yeah.
Limping.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, folks, don't be limping to Herbal IQ. 30% off. Get those edibles, like Don said, for sure. Speaking of cooling off in the Winter Olympics, curling was as hot as like a flamethrower those couple days when we had the Canada, Sweden, we had the female Canadians cheating too. But now we have the U.S. in second. They need one of 2 wins to clinch a spot in the semifinals. Did I do that correctly, Slick?
Yep, the
sounds
women's
about
team.
right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty.
You got a good spot. It seems like we're doing well in the team events. Like the team events that are more than 3 people is what I would say.
Yeah. Not the head to ass.
Not the head to ass.
And the men's, we got a spicy matchup. 1 game left in the preliminaries.
Tied in 4th.
And we're playing Great Britain, who we're tied in 4th with.
Wait, we're playing like England?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are they listed as Great Britain?
They're listed as Great
Olympics?
Britain on the Olympic
Whoa,
website.
that's crazy.
Which
England.
I thought it was UK.
Yeah, it usually is UK.
But they're like, nope, God save the Queen. We're going back to Great Britain, as if they were trying to bring back the empire, I guess. But that's what they were listed as. I don't know if that was Italy's choice. Maybe they have some certain feelings and want to.
Remember when James Bond was in the Olympics? It happened. It happened.
What movie was that?
No, it wasn't the movie. They used it when the Olympics were in London.
In London.
You both just popped because you're like, wow.
But they had Austin Powers there too.
I mean, Austin Powers would just be the ultimate ambassador. Very groovy. But yeah, U.S. obviously looking to make it happen in curling on both the men's and women's side. Women's side on hockey before we get into the men's. And obviously, by the way, we have Canada, Czech underway here in the 3rd period, 2-2. So that's why you're with Trainwreck today. You're getting those updates. You're getting all the updates right here on your one source, Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. The audio's working. You know how we rock and roll. Speaking of rock and rolling, Slick, the U.S. women's team has been unstoppable. Seems like they're scoring a lot every game, but that offense seems to be fueled by the fact that their defense is essentially a brick wall with that goaltender.
Yeah, absolutely. Bang, as the audio comes in. Defense wins games. Defense complements a great offense, and that's what's happening when that women's team seems like there's only one road or obstacle that might be in the road of their way, and already throttled them to begin with. So let's just hope we can get gold down that stretch, Don.
Yeah, I mean, we're minus 435 favorites, and listen, we know upsets happen, but this is much like the big game where just got to go in, take business, and they're even bigger favorites.
Got to take care of your business. Can't get flustered if it doesn't go your way early. With that said, would it be considered a little bit of an ice cream choke job if they didn't get this done at this point?
Kind of, and it is kind of crazy. The minus, what'd you say, 435?
435, yeah.
It is a little
Minus
concerning. I mean, you've been like upwards of the 1,000s all tournament, playoff, or preliminary games, including the I'm sure the Canada one was closer to a pick'em than 435. But even so, just got to hope for the best and get off to an early hot start.
Speaking of Canada, they just tie it up.
It's been tied.
They tied in the second.
Now there's some ruling going on. I think they were discussing whether a Czech player touched the puck in the crease. I believe that was the discussion.
Okay.
They were appealing
Probably
to.
what brought the face-off outside.
Brad Marchand is arguing about a whole bunch of nonsense.
What a surprise.
So it didn't go in Canada's favor. They ruled that the player did not touch the puck or possess it in the crease. So
is Crosby on the bench, or is he in the locker room?
Crosby, we haven't seen him too much, but yeah, that's the big storyline here, right? Is that he seemingly couldn't move that right leg, couldn't skate on that right leg via our producers giving us that intel. So the men's, obviously, we're going to be seeing what happens here with Canada, Czech, but men's against Sweden, 3-10 today. What are the numbers on that side of things? Or are we a heavy fave?
I think we're like minus 375, I want to say, Don. Last time I checked, I was kind of surprised by the line.
Yeah, we're actually minus 235.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
So even money on a minus 1.5. The books say this is going to be a close game and a low scoring game.
Under?
Well, let's see. Over 6 is minus 125. Under 6 is plus 102.
Oh, they're not even giving you the hook.
Being a 3-2 game.
I like the under in this one for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we got our two guys facing off.
Yeah.
The two Sabres in the
Olympics.
One is going to have to eliminate the other. This is terrible.
Yeah. It's
Dahlin will put a hit on Tage. I hate to say it.
Oh yeah. I mean, if Tage gets any ice.
Yeah, that's the other discussion here.
Power play.
What have you been seeing on that side of things?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit before that. Tage. All right, there's kind of two sides of this. I mentioned I don't like how Mike Sullivan's been coaching this team. I don't like how the whole Jeremy Swayman thing. Now, I didn't want to put on my tinfoil hat, but I will right now.
Okay.
I thought all along he was kind of giving some of his Rangers players that I didn't think were as talented or deserve it more of a spotlight. And then I'm listening to GR yesterday. Paul Hamilton comes on and has a dripping sarcastic take, being like, anyone that thinks there's anything like is Tage playing bad, there's nothing. Don't look too deeply into this. It's just a normal coach making sure his guys are looked out for and everything. But a lot of people online have been saying there's also been some turnovers. So there's two sides. Is it the turnovers? Is it the turnovers? Is it politics? I think it's some politics happening, and I don't think you need a tinfoil hat to see that.
Yeah, the thing that strikes me at this, the note that you guys put down is that this is no different than like high school hockey or, travel hockey regionally. It's just the coach making sure their guys are taken care of a little bit more. I mean, there is something to that, right? Just the human element. At the end of the day, this coach is going to have to go back with those guys, and work with them in there a little bit more than, for example, Tage Thompson. So there might be a little bit of that going on, but it seems ridiculous to be making any, concessions in that regard. Tage has made by far the most of his minutes, it would seem.
Yeah, I mean, the odd part of this is how many times when a guy's only getting like 9 minutes or so, even strength, is he on the first line on the power play? Like, that's the thing that makes no sense, is that you don't see this. It's
like being on the Jedi Council, but not being given the rank of master.
Exactly.
It's almost like there's a specific grudge of some sort there. And it's like you said, it's not like he's not producing either. Just until recently, it was tied for most goals on the team in the tournament. So, got to keep scoring and make the most of what ice you do get. I suppose we'll see what happens today, but I can't wait to see the matchup between Tage and Dahlin for sure.
Yeah, gonna be something. I wonder who's starting for us in net. Do we have any word of that yet? Has
Ottinger played a game yet? Because we could probably use some
Jake O. We need some Jake O.
We could use some variety here.
Shout out Paul Hamilton, though, by the way. When I went to go to the chili eating competition a couple weeks ago with Sweet Buffalo, our network friends here at Herd of Buffalo, Paul Hamilton was just there hanging out. Can I give you a factoid?
Yeah.
Of all the Sabres seasons, Paul Hamilton, like with all these Olympic breaks and all the time where they have breaks and things like that, has never taken a vacation in season.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
I go, I go, Paul, you got to be getting to like Florida. Like how do you what do you mean? He's like, oh, I don't want to be away from the team. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason Paul Hamilton's gotten the respect and the acclaim and position that he has, right?
Commendable for sure. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Dedication to the game.
You got a job to do.
Well, I'm just saying, like you could easily fit in a vacation. I mean, we see the Bills guys. How often do when they play the Miami Dolphins, they squeeze an extra 2 or 3 days to go to Disney, things like that.
Yeah, that is different though, because they're just playing every Sunday, and like the Sabres is or NHL in general, just total commitment week in, week out, and that is tough too, because if you're not taking a vacation in season, by the time you get out of season, the weather's beautiful here in Buffalo, so no reason to leave at that point.
No reason to skedaddle at all.
So we got Hellbuck in tonight.
Okay.
Or today.
Connor.
Yeah.
Connor.
Which no surprise there. I don't know. I feel like after he put Ottinger third in the disastrous Swayman and what I've seen.
Yeah, how did Swayman get in over Ottinger? That's the biggest mystery to me.
It still makes no sense, but like from seeing what Sullivan's done with the Tage situation, I doubt we're going to see Ottinger unless we have to. This seems like this coach is going to double down. That if he can ride a Hellebuck, he's going to ride Hellebuck. But if a second guy needs to come in, I think we're getting Swayman again. I don't think it should be, but hey, we've seen it in every sport. Coaches hate to admit when they're wrong on their instincts. So, yeah.
Now, folks, obviously there will be a lot of fallout from the end of this Olympics. We're looking at the way they're coached. There's a lot of reasons to crash out, but let's make sure we're checking in with the Trainwreck Sports Crash Out line, sponsored by William Matar Law Offices. Don, I think we're a little low on the flow of the crash outs right now, but that's all the more reason to remember. We got a lot coming up in the second half of February.
Yeah, I got excited because I checked the line early today. Like, whoa, we got a 2-minute 50.
Oh yeah. I thought you got a
and
whopper.
It was a pocket dial. So I don't know. Someone's got our. If you're pocket dialing the crash out line, hey, you must have us saved as your contact. So that's kind of cool. People got our number saved. They're like, I never know when I need to call this line. Like, it's like, calling somebody for help. But yeah, hit us up now during the show. We're doing it early in the show. So if people watching, call in, we can check back in at the end. Hit up our line, 716-226-6263. Call or text, leave a voicemail. And what do we say, Slick?
Don't crash out online, crash out on our line.
That's right.
So we've been talking a lot about conspiracies on this show the past couple of weeks. We've been talking about how conspiracy season, they gotten proved true. Boys, it happened again. And where else but the association? We were talking about Adam Silver and these fines for, these basement dwellers, the Pacers, the Jazz and co, maybe not playing guys at the right time. Like, we thought it was for the fan, appeasement. We thought it was for the fan satisfaction rating, for wanting to deliver back to those core people that make the NBA such a treasured league and pay for their hard-earned money for those tickets. Nope. Just to make sure that those over-under props don't get tampered with, Slick.
Wait, we might have to call up Adam Silver on FaceTime on Friday, because some people, including him, might want the NBA to stand for never betting again. I think your conspiracy is also confirmed that this guy hates LeBron more than ever.
Yes, for certain. I mean, when you put it on paper, like when you think about like a Mike Trout being like on a DraftKings ad, when you think about, like a Shadur Sanders being on a DraftKings ad, it seems incomprehensible. It seems unfathomable. But there you have LeBron chumming it up with Kevin Hart. And not only is he chumming up with Kevin Hart, he's saying that his favorite play of all time was a Music City Miracle that shouldn't have even counted. That's a forward lateral, RIP Frank Wycheck and all that. But with that said, he still broke the rules. It was a forward lateral. It shouldn't have counted, and LeBron shouldn't be able to count his accountant up for DraftKings invoices.
Yeah, it's one of the most LeBron things ever, saying that's his favorite play of all time.
But it's wild. I put it in here. I can't think of another player in another league that's allowed to do commercials for a sports book.
Unbelievable.
Him and Kevin Hart. It's kind of wild. And again, that's like the face of your league for 20 plus years.
And the potential future one now in Giannis diving into this prediction market, which is also a train wreck.
And this
We're comparing the Jordan and LeBron legacies. At this point in his career, Jordan was under flack because he might be doing a little betting on the side. You don't think LeBron's doing a little betting on the side?
Oh my God.
LeBron's betting on the NFL?
Well, I would give him, what was the commissioner's name during
David Stern.
Stern. Give Stern
perfect last name. Stern.
Yeah, give Stern credit where it's due, is because that's why everyone said the whole reason Michael Jordan, this is all allegedly retired swiftly wasn't because of the unfortunate death of his dad, and because he dreamed of playing baseball. He was like, listen, I can't publicly suspend you, and you're betting on games, not ones he played in. We don't know. This is all allegedly, but you got to get out of the league.
That's a great tinfoil in the Jordan scheme.
Probably the ultimate.
It's one of the best. I mean, because he comes back
a year later,
doesn't lose a step, and three-peats again, back-to-back three-peats. He says, here, NBA, I'll take. It's literally a 1-year suspension.
I'll go play baseball, for fuck's sake.
And on top of that, all of this is in the wake of a giant publicized scandal of Terry Rozier, guys throwing props. It is like, this is the time when you think you would be extra careful. Maybe this is Adam Silver's way of being like,
this would be a great way to sanitize, like get rid of it entirely or separate them. But yeah, like instead embracing it, Don, and almost appeasing these sports books for what they need, not the fan.
Yeah, and I had to do a double take because you got the NBA Central, you know, an account with over 1 million views. This is an account that Stephen A. Smith has retweeted before. There's literally a parody account.
Wait, hold on. Is this Centel or Central?
No, this is Central, not Central.
Okay. Because we know Centel is the fake one, right?
That's my point. Is like I check to see if I'm getting Centel. But you know you're a big, reliable account when you have these people, you know, using you as a source, and you have a parody one, and even this one is saying angry gambling companies and customers fueled this retaliation behind closed doors. And there's one thing I've heard about, we know about NBA Twitter with all the burners and Durants, is sometimes when you hear a crazy story that comes from an account where you got to double check, sometimes, you know, it holds more water than you think.
Yeah,
I said on Monday's show that he was my guy that had the worst weekend, and I was like, there's some people calling for his job, and you guys were like, what? No way. I'm like, I'm hearing rumblings.
I hate rumblings like that.
I'm hearing rumblings. We might have a new commish by not this season, but next season.
I mean, these books were definitely
men's ice hockey, Canada, Czechia tied halfway through the third period.
The sports books were definitely on Adam Silver's ass, saying, listen, they're all trying to get us to void like all of these from these games. You got to do something about this to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that was the thing, right? They probably had to void it. Like, that's crazy that voiding tickets is something that's actually affecting playing time and the way the NBA teams worth literally billions of dollars manage their rosters. Very unbelievable. Speaking of managing the rosters on the hardwood, Don, I couldn't believe this clip, but I pulled it up this morning. UCLA coach basically like having like a parent-child conversation with like the reporter, like in that like, and then it's occurring in like a back hallway. I'm sure that some reason happened that it wasn't occurring in like an official media room or something. But we have this clip, right? We can play
probably
this.
Right outside the locker room.
All right, so cue this up. I think it's Mark Cronin is his name, if I'm not completely incorrect, but I might be butchering that.
Yep. So, and so is this one thing I wasn't able to find out? Is this a student reporter or like a professional?
It looked like it was a student reporter.
Yeah, which makes it all the more worse. But here's the clip.
Focus your thoughts in the student section chanting Booker's name.
I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section.
Mick Cronin.
Overall, the way that you
I would like to give you a kudos for the worst question I've ever been asked.
All right.
Did you like
You should take it.
the preparation of the?
You really think I care about the other team?
No, I don't think you care about the other.
Are you
team.
raising your voice at me?
No, I'm.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Come on, dude.
No reason.
Come on. Yes, you are. Everybody's standing here listening to you. Everybody. This is on camera. They can hear you. I answered the question. I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section. I coach UCLA. I don't care about Michigan State students. I mean, who cares?
The preparation.
So
can I just say, let's pause it and then let's pause it and then play it one more time after we give our takes.
Okay.
Because the worst part of it to me is not even like did you raise your voice, dude? Like, you know, like when you're trying to, is that he reframes it. He goes like, I answered your question. I don't give a shit about anyone's who's answered. That's not what you answered, buddy. You answered kudos on the worst question I've ever been asked. Like, that's like a fucking insult. Like, and to be like someone wouldn't be a little bit different based on that is just completely asinine. Like, and I hate when people reframe that in real time. I'm just answering your question. No, you like literally insulted me directly. So what are you even talking about? This dude looks like an absolute dweeb. That's all I'm gonna say. This coach looks like an absolute dweeb, in my opinion, Slick.
Yeah, no, absolute dweeb for sure. Didn't answer the question really, just said he doesn't give a shit. And in my opinion, if this is a student reporter, he's asking the question about a student section because he's asking for the students. Yeah. He is the student reporter. And the fact that you just insulted him in front of a room full of grown men to boost your own ego is kind of embarrassing. Not kind of embarrassing, it's completely embarrassing. And you provoked him before he had to chime back in which you then cut him off and say, are you raising your voice at me? Like, as you felt threatened by this student that allegedly asked the worst question of all time? Grow the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things happening. First of all, asking about the student section is fair. We just talked about
when they're chanting
on Mondays,
the name,
who's hot or who's not. Zach's who's not was student sections because there's been a lack of intensity at some. You had UConn's coach, Dan Hurley. He just said, listen, coming to the game isn't a social event. You need to be loud. He just barked at his student section. You have
by the way, he's a young TV reporter, and I got to add this for context for last night. I didn't even see this in the highlights. His player, he ejected one of his own players from the game last night.
Yeah. So the player that they're asking about, they were chanting his name, was the player that the coach, chose to eject, which, first of all, I'm going to say, is crazy.
Crazy
you can
move.
just bench the guy, and if you see the clip, he's lost it. You see how a coach has already lost it.
Score! Czechia scores with 9 minutes to go. I'm sorry, I was watching the rush. I know we're talking about. They are celebrating. It's Bedlam. It's Bedlam in Italy right now.
Oh my God!
Oh, they are. They're pumping smelling salts and Powerade on the bench right now. It was a great play. It was a 2-on-1 rush for Czechia, and he didn't have the 2-on-1. And he waited like a half second, and a guy came as a trailer, and the trailer had a wide open look. So you'll see this. Great play on the black shot. So this springs a terrible 2-on-1, but he holds here, feeds it back, and then bang.
Was that the trailer? Oh, it was.
The trailer, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So amazing play here. Again, we're live on Trainwreck Today. We've got Olympic action occurring. 3-2 Czechia with under 8 minutes to go. We're talking about a U.S. team that this would propel them to likely the gold medal favorites if Canada can't hang on here. Or can't come back in this game.
I think their toughest test is today, though, versus Sweden. So it's like, don't get too ahead of yourself. You saw the line is speaking a lot, and they're good.
And Sweden struggled against Finland too. So all
NHL players on that goal though: Palat, Hurdle, and Nikas. So all pretty strong names combining for Czechia for that goal. Canada, we'll see if they can answer back. They are buzzing pretty quickly here. They'll need their coach to provide some leadership and to put a button on the Cronin thing. That's basically what Cronin isn't doing. These college coaches with their egos are a little out of control. I mean, is that fair to say?
Yeah, well, also the fact that, because I didn't know that the student section was chanting the name of the player who he ejected, which is absurd. That makes the question even much more valid. You knew where he was going with the question. That's why he probably cut him off and didn't answer it. Because he didn't want to speak for why he ejected his own player.
The foul was a little hard, but I seem to...
It was a hustle play. He was literally running from behind, and they both went up. Like, it was not... he didn't do anything flagrant.
Remember everyone was all over Caitlin Clark for a foul, and she's like, listen, I was taught no free baskets. Like even if you got a foul, don't let him...
That is culture. Like there's culture in MLB where if a guy stands too long at the plate admiring a home run, you're throwing at his head with 95 the next like
I know granted they're down like 25, 27 at the time, but still, I think poor leadership. You don't eject your own player, and one thing leads to the other. If you watch the clip, body language speaks volumes, sometimes more than words do. And you can see this guy is out of his mind already. Out of his mind. I don't expect anything more to come from it other than him being embarrassed behind closed doors, but probably not admitting any fault.
Oh, if you think he's going to admit fault, you're going to be waiting until probably next season.
Speaking
for sure.
of Finland,
yes.
Down 2-0 to Switzerland right now.
Oh my gosh.
So
this is bedlam. So if Finland were to lose too, then really your toughest test is Sweden.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That would be crazy. So we got our eyes on it. We are under 6 minutes to play. Canada, Czechia as we roll on. Speaking of the numbers game, we had a little fallout from the Logan Paul situation. So this Pokemon card, which by the way is like not even an actual Pokemon, which seems kind of lame to me. It's like an Illustrator card. It's like a item card or something, which is like very lame if you ever played Pokemon. Like the cool ones with the holographics and like the final evolution forms for sure.
It's a card for if you actually play the
game. You're like, oh, I'm going to use this card. Like it's crazy for sure. 19 million or whatever. But apparently he bet on it on the futures market, and like this just is a whole mess. This is a whole disaster.
Yeah, there's 2 bets with his account saying yes, he'll sell it for over 12 million, over 15 million. I don't know. this is again the problem. This thing is unregulated, and I don't know. I don't know why you would allow someone with a verified account of their identity, because it has to be for the payouts, gamble on something that they can decide.
know. I mean, we used to talk about like how unbelievable it was that some like books like took like wrestling bets, and even they only let those up for like a couple $100 or $1,000. You're talking about the leverage to win hundreds of thousands of dollars, knowing the details of a business deal. I mean, that's just unbelievable. That's definitely something that shouldn't be occurring. Seems like it should be a massive red flag like right away. Obviously, all sides have been pretty quiet on that side of things. Logan came out and he was like talking about why he was able to legally sell it versus the old market he had it on or whatever, but he hasn't commented on this new thing.
Yeah, it seems like the whole thing's been like marketed around the fact that he kind of tried to make it like the auction type of thing, yes. But like still, even when you're doing an auction, you have direct knowledge of what the prices are going to look like. The prediction market aspect is just absolutely ridiculous. So kind of crazy he got exposed there, and he's just still in a ring every Monday night on Raw. So see where he goes, if he says anything and what happens. But
yeah, we'll keep an eye. Something tells me that won't be the last time we hear fallout from Logan Paul. Go ahead, Don.
I was going to say, and speaking of getting exposed.
I was going to say, speaking of actually getting actual vindication.
Yeah. Yes. People tried to expose him. And
this is why you don't rush to judgment in every situation. Alternate angles. We've got testimony. Michael Jordan was doing the right thing, boys.
He's being a good dad. He's being a good friend of the kid's dad. He was being a supportful. He was protecting the kid.
He's being a good protector. He's being a good uncle. You know, everyone has that uncle when they're growing up. He's not your uncle, but like you call him Uncle Mike. He's clearing the ice out of the kid's shirt, making sure he's fine.
What was that, a little dry ice? Like if it touches the skin, it could leave like a little burn or something, right?
I think it was just a bunch of ice from the bucket celebration.
Ice,
yeah,
like stuck. Like I don't know if his shirt was tucked in.
Gotcha.
Right here, so he's pulling the shirt out, being like, "Hey, it's that ice is
gonna catch a cold, bud."
Yeah. And again, like comes out, I said on the show Monday, we had to talk about it, had to address it. I'm like, I'm really hoping
we knew that was like the case needed to be paused though. We knew like there was time for a jury rest, like, you know, right? Like there was like time for an intermission because we needed to get more details. And that's exactly why you get more details on these situations.
Yeah. And now the script is flipped completely. Now that Jordan stands.
Yeah, now they're fighting back.
This was all just a smear campaign smear campaign by the LeBron maniacs, by the LeBron stands, the list stands.
And then the list stands are probably doing the same thing LeBron would be doing and be like, no, I knew he was pulling ice from the kid's shirt the whole time. I never thought he was being a creep. Yeah, well, you're caught in a corner, Lace.
Stands for sure. It'll be very interesting to see again, like whether it's the gambling or DraftKings involvement or whether it's the storyline. The LeBron Jordan conversations will always continue. So speaking of conversations continuing, I don't even know how much long I want to talk about this next one because I sent you guys the link. It seems like every other week, based on paperwork, based on some paper trail, etc., that every like school, we were looking at some like, I think it was some SEC schools, right? Or like some college football programs that have been tied to some cartels. First off, we don't want to mess with the cartels, okay? We don't want any of that smoke for sure. In the country, getting fined $1.7 million, IMG Academy. This is the one we saw take on the fake school, right? On ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, this is very interesting just because of its location. If you don't know where it is, it's in Bradenton, Florida, right next to Sarasota. They said definitely, I'd say Bradenton isn't, Sarasota's no, that's more of a money place, you know, if you live there, Lakewood Ranch and all of that. Bradenton's not as much, but still has proximity and in an interesting spot if you are trying to smuggle drugs into the country. I'll just say that. It's on the Gulf Coast.
Oh, that's right off the water.
Yeah, so interesting stuff. I think the last school you were talking about, that was all alleged and it might have been a fake story. We'd never really know. But I mean, this is coming directly from the U.S. Department of Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control.
I mean,
they fined the prep school $1.7 million.
This was no little boo-boo.
If you find a local prep school, they'd be doors shut. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know if like this makes a lot of sense if you.
Canada scored. I was seeing the crowd celebration.
Damn it.
I didn't know what was going on. Not a great part. It's 3-3. We're tied up late here.
When you see this IMG campus though, and see how much money it probably has, this story kind of makes sense. It's like a college campus for a high school.
Yeah, no, it is.
I wonder like,
and then you think, well, where is that money coming from?
Well, so the story I'm seeing, it's saying it's accepting tuition from families linked, which to me sounds like a fancy way of saying, yeah, our dad sells cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, so
that is a fancy way of saying that for sure.
It's just weird, like, to find that out and find the school for it. Like, when you probably arrest a parent, like, put them away. It's just weird. Does the school know? Are they investigating whose parents are selling cocaine or part?
Well, that's
of
the thing.
ring?
They have enough to fine them 1.7 mil, but don't have enough to bring charges to someone higher up in the school of any kind. I don't know.
Yeah, that might have been how it came about.
This might be the first domino that falls.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Speaking of fancy language, dominoes falling. We got Canada's just absolutely buzzing right now. 3 minutes to go in this game. Tied 3-3. We got fancy language and a court ruling against Boneless Wings, Don. Boneless Wings is not a deceptive name use by Buffalo Wild Wings, apparently.
Yeah, I don't agree with this one. It was a guy, someone was it was kind of a funny lawsuit to begin with. It
was great to bring it to the court level.
Great content, but a guy was suing Buffalo Wild Wings for like false advertisement or something, or
false advertising,
yeah, where it's like those aren't wings. Unfortunately, court rules in the corporate fat cat's favor that they can call them wings, but in the statement said boneless wings are not deceptive, even though, and this is in quotes, deboned wings are essentially chicken nuggets. So they kind of admitted.
So they said it. They said the quiet part out loud.
That's what I mean. If you base future court cases and like when a court makes you cite like all these laws that come out from Supreme Court rulings, like all the famous ones, the whole Maniac that came out of that, like where that whole thing. Look it up for yourself. But we got an official ruling. Even if B-Dubs isn't getting sued, a court rules they are essentially chicken nuggets. I'm counting that as a win.
Definitely a win. They basically confirmed, yes, the boneless wings are chicken nuggets, but it's not deceptive if they say boneless wings.
Yeah, this is like when you know something wrong was done, but like you don't have the smoking gun necessarily of it all, right? Like they got him on the terminology.
They're saying they're not wings, but it's not illegal to say that they are.
Yeah. It's like White Claw selling NA seltzers.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you could just get like normal seltzers, $10 less.
Yeah.
Speaking
of the legality of it all, our guy Shia LaBeouf, a little even Steven action. I can't say that I've ever been arrested and then went back out and partying for sure. But Shia LaBeouf adds this one to his resume, Don. He's having a time down in Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
Yeah. Our guy, there's all types. He's kind of, settled down, but like, I don't really want to act much anymore. Like after having some graduating from Disney Channel to the big screen and having some serious roles after that. And, but partying on Bourbon Street, ridiculous outfit, amazing hat. If you haven't seen that, look it up. But night goes on, seems to be been causing a ruckus out front. Shirt comes off, pushing people around.
Breakaway for Czechia, under 90 seconds to go. Oh, he gets stopped by Bennington.
He was getting
that was crazy. That was crazy.
Oh,
sorry,
man.
I could feel myself yelling on that one. Sorry. We look up. I think it was Nietzsche's too. It looked like he may have been getting a little hooked there.
Yeah, with how much they call hooking these days, yeah.
I don't know if it was a a clear hook,
Another
but
great
some
block
there.
shot.
Some
Oh,
hacks,
he definitely had the stick in the
some
gut at the
hacks,
start.
trying to lift up the stick. Yeah.
Right at the start, he had him. Not at the end necessarily. Oh.
Another
Wow.
great block shot by the Czechia.
Yeah, that's kind of their key. That's how they're getting these rushes. Is getting
For sure. They got to lay it all in line. Amazing block shot there. And then he gets the breakaway opportunity. 70 seconds to go in that game. But sorry, where were we at in the timeline with Mr. LaBeouf?
Yeah, I mean, he takes a couple shots right to the dome piece. Kind of felt bad for
Oh,
him.
yeah,
But
quick
maybe he
1-2.
deserved him. And still got up, still was trying to go on. Apparently gets arrested. I don't know what for, probably disorderly conduct. Because he got out that night and then went back right on the street. Mardi Gras people partying all around him. He's showing off his release papers.
My favorite part is how this only got captured on film because a random streamer is just walking Bourbon
Like
Street.
a random kick
And
streamer.
he turns to his left, and Shia LaBeouf is just holding his release papers in the air like it's Simba from The Lion
it's like a
King or
historical
something.
document. That he just,
Or it looks like when an old person can't read something, so they're holding it up to the light and squinting almost too.
Yeah.
Just absolutely ridiculous. Asked if he's a famous person, probably knowing that it's Shia LaBeouf, and he says no. And there you have it. Yeah, if he's back at the bar already celebrating, that's commitment to
He's
the game.
got that 1,000-yard stare you can only get from drinking a couple Hurricanes. And if you want to know how to make one, make sure you pop over to Herd of Holidays on Instagram. I have quite a little recipe for you.
Were your nips censored on that one?
They were.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get Don's nips, but you're going to get the Hurricane.
Yeah, you're going to get the Hurricane.
recipe.
You're going to see everything but.
If you're in New Orleans next weekend, you might see Don
Canada,
Snips.
Czechia into overtime.
Yeah, listen, you have a couple of hurricanes, that happens, and just for a little bit of beads, and hey, that's Mardi Gras. Sometimes you have a couple drinks, eat a couple knuckle sandwiches, do a couple hours of time in the drunk tank, come right back out partying. That's New Orleans. It's Mardi Gras.
So I want to give all our viewers a quick update. If you're watching along, Canada, Czechia, overtime rules are different in this Olympic Games. This game is going to have a 10-minute 3-on-3 overtime. If that does not result in a goal, we will go to a 5-man shootout.
The 5-man shootout's crazy. Shout out 98 #stops 5 of 5 Canada shooters for Czechia.
I don't want
to win 1-0.
I'm going to try to, maybe this is a reverse jinx, but I feel like 3-on-3 is really not great for Czechia.
Really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, not good at all.
I mean, they're in this game because they're stuffing up shooting lanes, blocking pucks, and then getting odd man rushes off those blocks. Now they're facing, a team I would say is actually even a little bit faster than the U.S. in terms of skating.
McDavid in 3-on-3? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Get ready for some crazy.
He's gonna be out there for the first 3 minutes.
Just to be clear, the only good thing, I know they probably wouldn't do this, but is that you don't have to face a Crosby, McKinnon, McDavid. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous.
So obviously we'll wait for overtime on that on the Pepina streaming platform. But speaking of wiling out like Shia LaBeouf was, we've got a lot of people wiling out on socials and the internet. So let's get to the Power of 4, sponsored by William Mattar Law Offices. All right, so it is well known. It's a fact of our Trainwreck passengers, our followers who know that we are great enthusiasts of the Austin Powers franchise. The Austin Powers movies, obviously classic with love, and Austin Powers 4, no doubt. It seems like we can get that experience in a micro way. We saw a Austin Powers impersonator being ordered to a one-person party on socials. Don, do we have this guy's name or the source who did this? Can we pull that up?
We got it. So on TikTok, it's Chase Hoffer. This video has 1.4 million likes. Not views.
Likes.
So, we'll play that here.
Hey,
You must be Chase, David.
Welcome.
Oh, what a grip you have. You must live alone. What would you do with parties?
Sure.
Usually music like the the song.
Yes.
And I come in and say, oh yeah, man, yeah. So how's everybody today, man? This is great. It's super. Oh, behave! Oh, I fell over again!
It's in all the classics.
Oh, you make a lovely couple. Because it's the movies. It's a
different time.
No, I don't think that.
I think he thinks
but
it's like
I
a
understand
tryout
it.
or something.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
What?
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, sure I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you more of a soccer guy since you have so much
Soccer?
UK and
Soccer? I don't even know it.
That's pretty good.
And then this comes a little sad and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll stop it there. It's not as entertaining, but it is. I don't know. It's funny in the one sense because it's by idea, like, oh, I'm just gonna hire him to come over for myself. But then it's like kind of becomes torturous. He's just like asking him questions, filming him with his cell phone. Uh-oh.
Oh no. It looks like they're on a power play. They're in the offensive zone right now, Canada. But yeah, the funny part to me was how the impersonator was very shot out of a cannon, like clearly ready to go for like 100-person party. And then as he slowly realized that just wasn't materialing, he just like had to go to his
Oh, he's got a guy! He's got a guy!
Oh,
massive save.
Bennington makes a one-on-one point-blank save there to preserve Canada and their chances here in the Olympics. We are over a minute into overtime. We're live here on Trainwreck Today. Slick, who do you have wiling on social media this week?
There's one option for me. I had to think about this until I didn't.
Oh no!
Canada scores.
Oh,
Top corner. Had a guy on him too. That was that goalie. That was just bad positioning. He was sliding out of the net. I mean, hey, shows Canada this team is beatable. They barely escape. And honestly, shouldn't have won this game as far as I'm concerned. But we'll see ya. We'll see ya, buds.
Who was it, Marchand?
By the way, I have to say about these jerseys, they make no sense how it has the logos in black, but then the name and numbers in white.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It's a bad design. Yeah. So.
No, it was
93. Who's that?
Hammer?
Hammer.
I don't know. All right, so who do you have on socials?
All right, well.
Who I got wild out on socials for my Power 4 is Vlad TV.
Unbelievable.
Taking to Twitter to let everyone know that he's been being paid off by Rock Nation to publicly support Megan Thee Stallion in her case against Tory Lanez, shooting her in the foot, who he's now incarcerated for. And he comes out and says Rock Nation's been paying him to support Megan. There was no shooting, and Jay-Z is tied in paying off the LAPD and more. There's just a whole rabbit hole. And if you want to get your tinfoil hats on for a segment, go to his tweet and read the entire thread, and you'll have a time. That's who I got wilding on social.
Yeah, it's funny because this story's been going on for so long, and I was listening to a good comedy podcast that I love, Matt and Shane's podcast. Shout out those.
That's
guys.
your go-to.
That's my go-to. And they were talking about this out of nowhere, just randomly, and then this news comes out. It's just kind of weird. But anyway, so my group that is wilding out is kind of a B. First, it goes to the Iowa Alpha Delta Phi and the people that released the police cam footage of this hazing thing. Did you guys see
this?
this?
It looks a little scary.
Yeah, this
looks like this looked a little scary.
This looks like a horror movie, and I brought this up because
I
I
have
wanted
not seen this.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know if to want to.
Now I'm thinking. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on. I think that there were more brothers at the house conducting what was going on because it looked a little odd when there were just them like standing down. I think they left once like the authorities started going through the house and everything, and then you kind of just had these guys in the basement. It looked like they were almost like kidnapped.
Yeah, so they're in a disgusting, dirty basement. A lot of them are just in their underwear.
Nothing new there.
Other ones that have shirts on are covered in mud, shit. I don't know what.
Tough.
And there's no lights on. So like when they're shining the light on, it literally looks like there's about to be you want to play a game happening in
It was tough.
basement.
It was tough.
It's a tough look.
The video of the one brother talking to the fraternity brother, we're talking to the police officer was like almost like comical, I want to say. Like, cause he's like, I don't know the guy's number. Like the guy who's in charge of the house, essentially.
Oh my God.
This officer's like, I don't know like what you want me to do, dude. I'm just like looking around here. If you don't tell me anything, I'm gonna have to report it. Like it was definitely an insane situation to be in, insane correlation of events going on at that house.
Yeah, so that is wild. Again, like I don't really even know what's going on in like this case or the legality of it. I just saw the video and I'm like, this is crazy. And I want to bring it in because I know our guy, our Maniac, you were in a fraternity, but you've said time and time again, you were one of the ones that did it the right way, did everything right. What was the worst thing that you ever had to
our
do?
thing was like super, like they would have us like chug cups of like just like kitchen mixes and like throw up basically. Like that was like the worst. Yeah, like just stuff like that. Like we went around and like sang to like the Backstreet Boys to the sororities. Like we dressed up in like it was actually like fun. It was actually fun stuff that like had like, you know, again, does the throwing up stuff like help the community? No, but like there was like there were like community volunteer events we did and stuff like that.
Like jackass stuff. And
exactly.
Jackass stuff that isn't hazing, like, you know.
Our stuff was literally just to make all the other dudes in the house like laugh. Like that's all. And when you were doing it, you weren't like completely embarrassed and wouldn't want to like hate these people the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So right on. Let us know in the comments who's wilding out for you, because there's plenty to pick from this last week. Let us know.
Wilding out. That's been the Power of Four presented by.
We know Team Canada's feeling some type of way after that win, so they're on to the semifinals. Will be very interesting to see there. But we've got some other people who are feeling pretty victorious. It is time for Who's Feeling Victorious, brought to you by Victory Smoke. Premium cannabis pre-rolls for everyday wins, coming soon to local dispensaries. Taste victory. Slick, why don't you kick this one off?
Who's feeling victorious? Just because of the name of the segment got me in the mood for this one. Was going to bring it to the light for pop culture on Friday, but fans of Hannah Montana 20-year anniversary edition Disney Plus special coming to screens soon. I'm really excited for this. The best of both worlds. 20 years later, you get your fix of Hannah Montana. And Miley, what was her name? The last name in the show? No, she had a different last name.
I don't know what her name was.
Yeah,
She's just being Miley.
Yeah, exactly. Pumped. Let's go. Who do you got feeling victorious, Don?
Who I got feeling victorious? It has to be women's curling. I'm like one of those guys with like everyone curling. I forget about it every 4 years. Then I get on, put it on TV, was watching it, was locked into the replay of the men's game versus Italy yesterday. It's I love how mic'd up they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can hear be like, you got your line, straight on. Come on. Like like any other sport, you hear it that clearly. It's like, ooh, hot mic moment. We never hear it. But you can hear them clear as day. I love the presentation of it all. And it seems like the women's team is in a great place to get gold. We need more golds. All right. We need all the golds. We need to rack up this medal count. And most of all, we got to take down these cheating bastards over up north in the Great White North above us. You know, women's team also accused of cheating, like we said Monday, and we don't like cheaters here.
Trying to bring disdain to the great sport of curling. It's not on our watch.
And this might be a small taste of victory, but that's exactly what Victory Smoke is about. Any victory you can get on your path, on your day, anything along the workday, your life, etc. Star Wars fans, we got a new trailer for Mando and Grogu, and it wasn't terrible. The commercial, a lot of people were upset about. It was kind of like a throwback to the Amheiser, Budweiser commercials with the Clydesdales and everything. They didn't like how that. They're still complaining. They're still complaining about like how the ships look, etc., like that. But we got to step in the right direction. Movie's out in 3 months, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen and how much timeline there is to really do final edits on a project like that. But we'll see.
Is the CEO in it?
The CEO as of now is not in it. Hasn't been promoted to be in it like some of the other side characters from the Mandalorian show. But Star Wars fans are feeling pretty good. We're going to take our wins anywhere we can get them. That's about Victory Smoke. That's about tasting victory. So Canada's done that. We're rocking and rolling on this hump day. We're halfway through the week. Things are still heating up. We got snow still around here. Snow is not going away easy. There's still some pockets there.
It's pouring rain. It's quite wet, but the thaw is underway, and that's good to see because we got this February. It's a short month flying right by, and we have a lot of big things on the dock. Obviously, we've been teasing Buffalo Break. Let us know who you want to be in there. And I'm also going to tease one other thing.
Uh-oh. Hopefully not me.
Our merch store, you know, we were fine. It's things have dried up a little bit in terms of new designs. If men and women hockey beat Canada in the finals for gold, we will have a shirt that you can wear up north that will be dunking on our friends up north. I can assure you that. So hopefully we pull it off. We got women's tomorrow. We got men's if they win today. Sunday.
Bracket reveal. No, gold medal is Sunday.
Gold ball, yeah.
Bracket reveal just shows that if we get by Sweden today, Canada is awaiting in the semi.
Oh, okay.
Game.
So we're playing them in the semis.
Canada's
Really?
in the semi. Oh, because of the other result. Oh, things got shifted. Okay, so Friday then. Now again, that's a potential
even
game.
if Finland loses, Switzerland.
That I just saw the bracket on the screen.
Okay, wow.
We'll
Breaking
see.
news.
Breaking news. I hate when we have to, mess with our border partners, but now that changes things because we were thinking it was going to be U.S.-Canada potential, knock on wood, still got to win today, still got to win on Friday, game on Sunday at 8 a.m. It's potentially Sports City.
Yeah.
But now this would be Friday 3:10. A huge change in the overall.
Change in the atmosphere.
And what did we just also receive some breaking news about before starting the show? Folks, we're going to be live streaming for the whole game this Friday, and it's just gotten even spicier. Hey, we got to take care of business today, not trying to get too ahead of ourselves, but we win today. We're going to be live streaming this Canadian game.
I might have to get an Uber to the studio for this one, folks.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm sweating already.
Yeah,
this
is going to be intense. Going to be on the edge of my seat. You'll be joining us Friday for Trainwreck Today. We'll keep you posted on the time
I just sent out a couple of invites for a potential Friday stream.
Oh, I got a great one.
To a couple of Canadians.
I got a great other Canadian.
Wow,
I got a great other Canadian I'm about to message right now.
Let's get the Canadians in for this watch along.
Let's do it.
They love a good time, eh?
Yeah. Let's get them in here.
I'm not sorry about it.
Let's bring them onto our turf. Yeah.
Okay.
Serve them some poutine.
Well, super exciting. Honestly, it's like you said, Don. Like this was supposed to be like our calm period. I feel like we've had crazier stories and more material than ever. We've obviously got the Banditos back in action this weekend, so we got that to look forward to as well.
Hold on, we got Gatesy as contesting you, Slick. We have some misinformation. He says U.S. and Canada men's would only face in the gold medal game. They are 1 and 2 seeds. So
there must be a bracket restructure
so
because they put a bracket on the screen.
Slick either misread something or something's going.
No,
he says we're playing each other if we win.
Wait, what?
You said
well, so they had unless they just had this bracket on the screen where the U.S. goes up instead of right through their matchup, they had the bracket so it looked like Canada was next for them. They could just shoot to the top, but on the screen it showed Sweden, U.S., and then the next spot was a game with Canada.
All right, we have to get to the bottom of this.
Olympics reseed for the semis.
There you go.
Wait, yeah.
Have you seen the graphic though?
Yeah. I'm sure there was a graphic that I just read. The first comment that I just read was it sucks that the Olympics reseeds for the semis.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, all right. We're all good on that end. Listen, just like everything, Gatesy gives us that's our beacon of light. That's our guiding light. That's our, Azora High, the prince who was promised. Thank you, Gatesy, for taking along with us. Huge shout out. I know Mr. McMahon was happy with what he saw, so clap it up from the boss.
All right.
That's always a good
all
thing.
right.
Huge shout out to Alec in the saddle, producer Alec. We got Slick, obviously. Don on the 1s and 2s. Thanks for jumping along with us. Canada almost fell, but they move on. We got a lot to look forward to this second half of the week. So let's start it by having a good day now. Wow, double point over there.
Doing my best.